An old farmer named Thomas sat under a large oak tree, resting after a long day's work. A young man named David approached him, looking frustrated. "Sir, I've been working hard for 3 years now. I do everything right, but I still haven't achieved success. Others around me succeed so easily. What am I doing wrong?" Thomas smiled and pulled out 2 seeds from his pocket. "Tell me, what do you see?" David looked at them. "Just 2 seeds. They look exactly the same." "Good," Thomas said. He dug 2 small holes under the tree, placed 1 seed in each, and covered them with soil. "Now we wait. Come back tomorrow." The next day, David returned. Thomas pointed at the soil. "Do you see anything?" "No, nothing," David said. "But are the seeds doing nothing?" Thomas asked. David thought. "Well, underground they might be growing roots." "Exactly," Thomas said. "Underground, where no one can see, tremendous work is happening. Just because you can't see progress doesn't mean progress isn't happening. Come back in a week." 7 days later, a tiny green sprout had pushed through from 1 seed. David's eyes widened. "Sir, look, 1 is growing." "And the other?" Thomas asked. David looked at the second spot. "Nothing. The other seed is failing." Thomas shook his head. "Or working on a different timeline. Keep watching." 10 days passed. The first sprout grew tall and green. The second spot remained bare. "The second seed must be dead," David said, disappointed. Thomas carefully dug around the second seed and exposed what lay beneath. David gasped. An enormous root system had spread underground, thick, strong, far more developed than he'd imagined. While the first seed rushed upward to be seen, Thomas said, the second seed built a foundation. Now watch what happens. Weeks later, a powerful storm hit. The next morning, David rushed to check the plants. The first plant, tall and impressive, was bent and broken, its stem damaged, leaning sadly. But the second plant, which had been so slow to emerge, stood perfectly straight. Not even a leaf was damaged. "How?" David asked in amazement. Thomas knelt beside both plants. The first seed was in a hurry to show results. It grew tall but not strong. When the test came, it couldn't withstand it. The second one understood that real strength is built in unseen places. Those extra days developing roots meant when the storm came, it had something to hold on to. David sat down, understanding washing over him. "You've been working 3 years without visible success," Thomas said. "But have you been building roots or just trying to look successful?" David thought about all the shortcuts he'd taken, the times he'd focused on appearing busy rather than doing deep work. "I've been like the first seed, rushing to show results." Thomas nodded. "Most people are. They want height without depth, appearance without foundation. When life's storms come, and they always come, they break." He placed his hand on David's shoulder. "Real success is built in invisible hours, learning skills no one sees, developing character in private, strengthening your mind while others sleep. That's your root system. The world celebrates height, but only roots determine if you're standing when celebration ends." "So I shouldn't worry about being slower than others?" David asked. "Slow and deep beats fast and shallow every time," Thomas replied. "The question isn't how quickly you're growing above the surface, it's how deeply you're growing below it." David looked back at both plants. The first, tall but broken. The second, shorter but unshakable. He finally understood. Success isn't about speed. It's about strength. And strength takes time to build where no one can see it. Don't compare your underground season with someone else's harvest season. The work you do when no one is watching. the skills you develop in private, the character you build in silence. These are your roots. When life's storms come, roots are what keep you standing. Strong foundations take time, but they last forever. If this story touched your heart, please like and share the video and subscribe to our channel. Until then, build deep, grow strong, and trust your process.